Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmospheric of our world around us and we will just discuss ongoing things, but in very general and at the same time precise level. Many people ask me and also many people ask other people what's all about, who is your friend nowadays, who is not, who is your main opponents, and who is really ruling, what are the main goals of people who are really ruling all of this madhouse called our world, and the answers can be presented in a very complicated way, of course. We can just fill thousands of pages or even thousands of volumes having libraries explaining this, and this will be all useless because no one will read it. Answers on these questions are simple. The guys and ladies who are ruling this mess called our world are the mixture of the managers of the main corporations who have really short term and want to squeeze the as many profits as possible at any cost, not looking at the consequences, because after these terms they think they will go somewhere to remote but luxury areas and enjoy their lives for this money. Owners, as I mentioned many times in the last decades, got disconnected from their companies. They have only their shares from the profits and they don't care of ruling the companies anymore. That's why no one looks at the more, I would say, long-term consequences of such irresponsible behavior of management options. There are, of course, politicians corrupted by any means and to any level by these people, and this is the network of interconnections, and that's why the decisions that are made are such dump. There are, of course, influential people from so-called World Economic Forum that has nothing to do with economy. It's a bunch of rich people and ideological freaks that think about the control or about spreading as much as possible control over the people, because they, in quotation, know better how world should look like, and of course they think we should take the proper take the possessions from the people, reduce their numbers most likely. Uh, in general, make the world one big jail and one big cage in which they would like to control people and change the world, change the economy, and other stuff. But the most important thing is that we have another now done on almost the global scale attempt of introducing communism under the cover of neo-Marxism, idiocies, and these green eco-friendly energy agendas. This is all how I see it, and that's why Dutch farmers are under attack, other farmers are under attack, because one can, if I'm a government and I'm really obsessed by control, I would go to the predecessors who achieved the largest controls over the societies, like Stalinists in Soviet Russia or followers of Mao in Maoistic China. They destroyed simply agriculture. How it ended with mass starvation, poverty, and many misfortunes. If they succeed with Dutch farmers and other farmers, it will be the same almost globally. Because people in big cities, it's easier to control people in big cities because they are completely disconnected from their roots, from their traditions, from the patterns of behavior. That's why it's easy to shape the new patterns of behavior, even the pathological ones, what we see in the big cities. So, what's all about? Uh, what's all about? It's all about our health, our possessions, so briefly, our money, and our mind. So briefly, it's all about ourselves. And modern world can be just the description of modern world can be really made down to a very narrow concept, very narrow description can be made down to this as struggle between peoples of all over the world actually, and governments expressed by governments we see, and CEOs of great corporations and average corporations, so big business and governments, and also some people who are less visible and also collaborate with them to make profits and to introduce into life their sick ideologies, to, in quotation, improve the world and create, in quotation, ideal one. So if we as people allow them to do so, we will end up with happy planet without people. Do we want it? No. So what to do? Be aware, don't repeat their propaganda. Very often don't buy the products of the most, I would say, the most working not properly companies, so the most corrupted and the most involved in this all ventures. And one thing, what we can do, always track and follow what our governments are doing, protest when they want to limit our freedoms by any means, firstly peacefully but massively. The awareness should be as huge as possible. More and more people should know that nowadays the only real line of division between people is governments plus big business and people. And if we are aware of this, we know where our friends and foes are. That's why we should really be aware and protests and really watch their hands what they are doing, and when they want to do something that limits our freedoms, protest massively, first peacefully but massively, and I think it would be enough. And they stop because they are not so numerous and they don't have enough force to act against us if we protest in huge numbers, even peacefully. But the awareness and self-education and work each day to be aware and not to sleep, and the awareness that each generation has to fight for its own freedom and right to choose anything, should be with us, and we should work for it to keep it. We shouldn't go to sleep and think that some things are given to us forever. No, nothing lasts forever. One has to fight for this what's good. And freedom of choice is one of the best things every one of us can have. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye.